This is Jesús Manuel Mena Garza for RV and Travel Adventures. In this video, I'm at Guadalupe River State Park. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to give you a little succinct overview of what this video is going to be about, and it's going to last about 30 seconds. And you can either watch the rest of the video or just say, hey, Jesus told me the gist of it. I don't need to watch anymore. So the gist of it is that I'm at, again, Guadalupe River State Park. It's July 2022. There's been a drought here in Texas, so the river has dropped precipitously about 5 feet in, depth. Some sections are absolutely dry. Other sections are, maybe waist deep. But those sections at this park are few and far between. Most sections are about under a foot, ankle deep, etc., etc. And those sections the water is actually warm. But the Guadalupe, the Frio, the San Marcos, and all these other rivers in Texas are noted for, the Blanco, etc., is cold, moving, clear water. That's not the case right now at the Guadalupe River State Park. The water is a bit stagnant, and if you walk around those sections under a foot deep, it stirs up all the algae and the particulate matter. Not good. So it's down there, and it's not as clear and as nice and as wonderful and especially cold as it used to. My wife and I were yesterday at the river, and we're going, man, this is hot water. This is warm water. I wish it was colder, especially in 100-degree temps. You come to these rivers, the Frio, the Blanco, the San Marcos, etc., the Guadalupe, the list goes on and on and on and on, to enjoy the cool waters, especially during a 100-degree Texas afternoon, okay? But that's not the case here. Most sections are going to be a little bit warm because of the depth, so the sun has a chance to keep it nice and warm, okay? Not good. So we also have we walked around a bit. We checked out some trails, and we went to some campsites, and I'm going to give you an overview of my campsite, etc., etc. Hope you enjoy this video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave them below. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. So let's get started with this video. Hope you like it. Over here is our little tent area. I think it's 16 by 16 feet. And these are our new zero gravity chairs. My wife was afraid that they were going to start fading in this hot Texas sun, so she put some towels over them. And again, that's our Rockwood Mini Lite 2205S. My wife's drying our hats. We put water, we wet those hats, and so it keeps us cool while we're hiking. Annie and I have been doing quite a bit of hiking. Today alone we hiked several miles, and there's some water. There's my phone, my little Coleman personal cooler, and that's the grill that you cannot use because they don't want you to use charcoal or wood. You can use a propane grill or griddle, but you cannot use natural fuels like wood or charcoal. So my wife and I quickly filling after even 2.5 days, we've been quickly filled our about three quarters full for the shower, for the gray water, for the sink, and so we're starting to shower out here. Of course, we're wearing our our swimsuits. We're not running around naked. If we're in San Francisco, maybe, but here in Texas, we keep our clothes on. Okay. This is Jesús Manuel Mena Garza. It's finally about 9 a.m. and I finally woke up, and it's a very nice morning. It's a cool breeze. I enjoy a cool breeze. Typically it's over 100 in the afternoon here, but in the mornings it's about 85 with a little bit of a cool breeze. I appreciate that. That's always appreciated. So I'm having breakfast. Typically most of my breakfasts are cereals with with milk. Nothing too crazy. I'm not talking about Fruit Loops or Captain Crunch. I just eat like Wheat Jacks and stuff like that. Simple stuff. Low sugar stuff. So let me show you what I'm eating here. Essentially, let me turn around the camera. Again, let me turn around the camera. I can do that. I can turn around the camera. There's my breakfast. Essentially sausage, potato, bacon, egg. Again, potato, egg, sausage. It's pretty simple. And bacon, of course. A little bit of salsa right there. There's a close-up. All the little goodies. It's pretty straightforward. And, of course, I have some coffee. I do not know why, but I like hazelnut coffee powdered creamer. Just saying, it's a weird thing of me. I do like hazelnut coffee creamer. So that's my breakfast. Hope you like it. I'm gonna enjoy it right now. It's a nice cool day here. My wife's over there looking at her sports watch, checking how she's doing today, what her pulse is, how many steps she's gotten in, because she just went for a little walk. And of course, right there is our modest little Rockwood Mini Lite 2205 travel trailer. Ah, the sun. 105 degrees. Oh my God. It's tremendous. You gotta relish the heat in Texas. If you don't relish it, you'll never understand it. Why people move here from all over the United States. It's because of the heat. It's because of the conservative politics. Maybe it's for the jobs and the conservative values of some people. But it's hella hot out here. Let me go show you a campsite. Let me turn around the camera. I'm backlit right now. I apologize. Here's a campsite I wanted to show you. Let me see, which number is this one? Let's find out. Got some people over here. There's a garbage right down there. This is number 83. Person left just a little while ago. And that's where I'm at 85. So let's take a peek. First of all, a little pan. There's the pedestal. Behind those trees is the grill. There's your picnic table, and then that's where you put your tent back there in that 16 by 16 square. And you're pretty far. From me to here, it's about, estimate, 30 feet? About 30 feet. You got 2 parking spots right here. Very nice. It says rules and regulations. See what you got here. You got a 50 amp, 30 amp, and just regular 110 alternating current. So I guess you can back right here. Or you could just park 2 vehicles here. Again, it's about 105 degrees. It's about 5:30 p.m. here in near Bulverde, San Antonio area. And this is critical. You gotta read this. No wood or charcoal fires. Also the showers, which are very nice here, by the way. The showers are really top of the line. They turned off the water, so you can't take any showers. There's the picnic table. Nice picnic table. Nice slab that it's on. It's a nice little concave nature to it. And there's your neighbor over there with their little area for their tent. So you can put your tent right here. Very nice. And Your back door neighbor's about 100 feet back there, so you got quite a ways. So it's pretty level here. And it's not rocks, it's actually a sand, so it's a little bit softer. I've been to places where it's the base for the tent is rocks. Do they hate me? Do they hate you? And there's a tree again. I like to show these trees, these oak trees. They got some nice texture to them. Look at that. It's amazing. These oak trees. Gotta love them. They've been here for quite a while. So you have all this territory to hang out with. You can put another table out here, another tent, and right there's your picnic table, pedestal. Let me go over there. Pedestal, picnic table, grilling station, your hook, and an area for your tent right over there. So this is a grand tour of this site. Site number, I think it's 83. Did I say it was 83? Because mine's 85. I guess I remember. Let me double check. Some folks over there, they have a nice dog and children. Nice deer gator. Very nice. Yep. This is numero 83. 83. Little pan. Again, I'm over there with a red truck with my mini Lite. And this is 83. And pretty close to, I would think that's 81 down there. Okay. And if you walk, there's a trail right behind here. There's a trail right behind here. Goes across in about I estimate 200 feet, 300 feet. There's where they typically have the showers, but now only have the restrooms, and very nice restrooms at that. Again, an A for the restrooms. They actually have granite countertops. Wow, very nice, better than my house. And look at that, somebody spent the time to put a little border around this one tree here. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Hope you're doing fantastic. It's getting hot. Muy caliente. And there's that sun. That blistering Texas sun. 105 degrees. Late July. Wow. My wife and I have been hiking all day. Shopping all day. Spending our time enjoying the region today. There we are. We were in Boerne today. Boerne, Texas. A very nice town at that. About 20 miles away from our campsite was Boerne, Texas, a very cute German-themed community, just like Fredericksburg or New Braunfels, very much influenced by the German heritage of the folks that came to Texas in the 1850s. By the way, my family came to Texas in the 1700s, a bit before the Germans. Here's the town square. Beautiful, beautiful infrastructure here in Boerne, Texas. I'm very happy that they kept the history and the culture and the food especially. I really like German food. In fact, this next summer, we're supposed to be going to Berlin, my wife and I, and staying there for several weeks. Here's an upscale store in Boerne in case you have some money in your pocket that you want to burn. And of course, for you newbies, newbie cowboys, here's a little horse for you to sit on. There's my wife adding some horns. She's a Longhorn graduate, University of Texas. She gave it a hook 'em horns right there. Then we traveled to a little bit south to San Antonio and went to the Mercado and checked out a different cultural scene. This is a more diverse community. A lot of people of color, a lot of Latinos, a lot of Chicanos. And of course we went to Mi Tierra. They have a restaurant, they have a bakery, they have a bar, and they were absolutely packed. Do you see anything that you like? I see quite a few things I like. Very tasty, sweet morsels. And of course they have a restaurant and a bar if you're more inclined to having a sit-down meal or having a cocktail. It's all there for you. And here's the ladies in the back and the guy helping the folks out with pan dulce y todo que está posible in San Antonio. There I am posing, doing a little selfie inside one of the malls at El Mercado. You should check out El Mercado. Check it out. They got all kinds of touristy stuff that you can buy. San Antonio is the #1 tourist destination in the state of Texas, and this is one of my favorite stores down there, Penner's. For old school veteranos, as we call them, older Chicanos, they like this old school clothing, these Stacey Adams inspired shoes, these shiny shoes, these old school, again, veterano clothes. That's a term of endearment for older senior citizens who like to dress a little more traditionally back from the day in the 50s, in the 40s, in the 60s. We also took a trip to Blue Star Contemporary Arts. They have an arts colony called, again, Blue Star in San Antonio. When my wife and I were living in Austin, we would come by here quite often to see the latest exhibit and investigate the local artists in their natural habitat. Of course, they also have a bike shop. They also have a restaurant. And they, of course, what do they have there? They have quite a bit of beer. If you like beer, go to Blue Star. They have plenty of beer, all kinds of beer, very tasty beer at that. After a long day of playing tourist in Boerne and San Antonio, Texas, we had to head back to our campsite at Guadalupe River State Park. Here's a section of the park known as the Rapids, because typically when there's actually water in the river, there were some rapids right here, and the water was quite turbulent. But at this time, the water has receded, and because of the Texas drought, there wasn't much water in the river to speak of. There were sections where it was deeper than others, but most of the sections around the rapids were pretty much stagnant and unpleasant. This section is a little bit deeper, about waist deep. Very nice. I did like how the roots of the trees were exposed and how beautiful and aesthetic they were to me. As an artist, as a photographer, I really appreciate the beauty of nature and the appearance of these roots, these trees, the water. Very, very nice. But what do you think? Here's another view. Of course, you have some bluffs near the river. Certain sections had bluffs, large boulders. Most of the river that we went to was about knee deep, not very deep at all. The great majority was only ankle deep, and that's rather modest. Again, it's due to the Texas drought. Something called global warming. Of course, a lot of folks in Texas don't believe in global warming. Here's a gentleman enjoying the cool water. Off in the distance, they had to be happy with ankle-deep water. But this is one of the deeper sections. During the weekends, it got a little bit busy, but not very busy. People already understood that there was a drought and that the river wasn't as it should be, deep, clear, and running. And people could enjoy the coolness, but rather in the shallow sections, it was a bit warm. Actually, it actually got hot. Here's some ducks enjoying the river. My wife and I didn't spend too much time by the river. We went to the bird watching area. We went on quite a few hikes. We visited, of course, Boerne and San Antonio. We didn't stay too much at the river because we didn't like how the water was shallow. a bit murky, and it didn't look exactly right like we liked it in the past, where it was clear and running and cold, especially the cold part. Here's a shot of one of the picnic areas with the grill. They didn't allow people to use the grills because of the Texas drought. A lot of the area woods were pretty much dry, tinder dry, ready to be ignited by any sort of campfire. So they didn't want you burning any wood or charcoal, but they did allow you to use your own propane stove, so that's pretty good. And if you were in the river and decided to take a shower, that was not possible. All the showers were closed because they're trying to save water. The toilets did work, and they have a very nice toilet and shower facilities. They give them both an A+. Very nice. So here's a shot of one of the griddles and picnic tables with a view of the river, and there are quite a few of them. There were at least a dozen that I noticed. Here's a photograph of the river on a weekday. Not many folks in the river, and the water again was super, super low. They do not allow you to bring glass, foam, and they don't want you to litter. Of course, you're not supposed to litter. You're supposed to be a steward of the land. Here's a tight shot of the no wood or charcoal sign and one of the picnic tables. Very nice. Very nice picnic tables. Very nice grills too, but they were not available for you to use. Please don't use them, especially during the situation that we're in with the extreme fire danger. Here's one of the trails. My wife and I went on Turkey Sing Trail quite a few times. There's my wife looking at the birds, the hummingbirds, the cardinals. She really enjoyed looking at the birds. So did I. The fun never stops on RVTA. We're going to check out another campsite. Are you ready? I'm excited. Let's check it out right now. This is campsite 81. I just wanted to show it to you. Again, our campsite's down there, campsite 85. Just want to give you a quick overview of what the campsites look like. Again, we're in the middle of a drought here in Texas, so everything's pretty much dry, desiccated. You get a mix of asphalt and gravel here. This is a good little option to protect the site. So this is what kind of connections you have. You have 50 amp, 30 amp, alternating current. Nice clean pedestal. You have a little stop here. Ooh, I'm getting a little cool breeze. I appreciate that. Right there is a picnic table. Some are metal, some are wood. This has a metal structure and wooden tops. Looks in very good condition. I like this piece of wood here. This is absolutely gorgeous. Make a nice little art piece. Just chop it off and have it at home. Very nice, very beautiful, very aesthetic. So you have the picnic table, and then you have this 16 by 16 foot area there where you can put a tent or whatever you want. It's nice and flat. Has this nice little ground up material. There's my foot digging into it with my sandals. So there you are. And finally, we have the grill over here. Right now, they don't allow people to grill, use charcoal or wood to burn because they're afraid you're going to start a fire because they're in the middle of a drought here in Texas. Of course, all the folks in the oil and gas industry will say, hey, that has nothing to do with us. It just happens to be hot. And all these fires, etc. Don't blame us. So there's no wood or charcoal fires, but you can use propane. And there's a little path here. We took this little path here, and that goes to the restroom. And what would be showers, they're not allowing people to take showers right now, but they do have the restrooms work, and they're very nice and very clean restrooms, by the way. I give them an A for their restrooms. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Let's see if anybody's in there. Anybody in there? I don't see anybody in there. So, again, the best time for camping in Texas, if you were to come here, is when the river actually has water. That would be nice. So anytime, if it's summertime and the river has water, it's fantastic. When the water's down like it is now, it's not so fantastic. But you can always camp here in September, October, November. It's very nice. You know, March, April, May is pretty good. So that's my little review of the little campsite. What do you think? And what's a state park review without checking out the restrooms and shower facilities? So let's get to that. Here's an exterior view of the very nice design of the restroom and shower facilities at Guadalupe River State Park. Again, I really like the white stone exterior, the granite benches, and also the outdoor cleaning area. They have quite a few showers. They had about 6 showers at this one specific facility, and they have quite a few facilities around the state park. Again, immaculate. Every time I walked in, I could smell the scent of cleansers and chlorine, which is a positive for me. You want your restrooms, your public restrooms, to smell like disinfectant a little bit. They had air conditioning. Oh, wow. I would go in there and I go, man, this is very nice. It's air conditioned. And of course, they have foot flush toilets. No, they didn't have that. They have regular toilets. They don't have vault toilets. They had regular toilets. Ceramic toilets. And of course, granite countertops with stainless steel sinks. A+. Plenty of cleanser to go around. And mirrors, of course. So you can check yourself out every morning and go, wow, don't I look fabulous? Again, I give the state park restrooms a big thumbs up. An A, in fact. I give them one of the best grades ever for RV and travel adventures. Here's my wife having a snack inside our RV, and there I am hanging out with my beautiful wife, Anne-Marie Limer, Dr. Anne-Marie Limer, PhD. Hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and please leave your kind and friendly comments below the description. And check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/JMM Garza. This has been Jesús Manuel Mena Garza. Hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.